We back with another Gachiakuta video as promised. I'm still trying to figure out long term will it be something special or not, but 5 episodes in and I can't complain so far. It's got just the right amount of humor and action in it to not be overlooked. I'm still intrigued by the whole concept of it all. Like, how far can they take this trash society thing? Leave a like, leave a comment, let me know how you feeling about Gachiakuta and the overall content so far. Let's talk about it, because we left off on episode 2. I just watched episodes 3 through 5 recently. The show's cool. Got another mystery character at the end of episode 4 on the bad evil side. Then got to see him emerge in episode 5. So I'm ready for a true antagonist to pop off. I'm here for that. Episode 3 was The Ground. It was Engine getting Rudo back on his feet and acclimated to the ground, or the pit, or whatever you want to call this hellhole. The people there call it home though, so no offense. What I found fascinating was that it was a legit city or world down there. I thought the whole vibe they had going there was where Rudo initially landed, that big garbage dump. Nah, these people are dining in an actual entertainment district. I mean, sure, everything's rusty, but nonetheless, it ain't that bad. So shocker to me. Seems that the landscape is made up of zones and whatnot. Some safe like the one they're in, some not so safe like the dump with the trash beast trying to kill him in episode 2. This was also the episode Rudo gets introduced to Zanka. You know, every time you get a main character, you gotta get thrown a side character with a future just as bright as the main. Of course, and obviously they butt heads immediately. A cat steals Rudo's bag of coins and he chases it trying to get it back. Grabs Zanka's staff weapon to trap the cat. Engine said he was going to meet Rudo's trainer, which was going to be Zanka. So for Zanka to be in a back alley by himself eating a candy bar was weird. But they get into it over a misunderstanding of Rudo taking the staff. When I tell you this was the funniest out of all 5 episodes yet, man, Zanka came off as strict no nonsense when he first got on camera, but it soon turned wacky as hell. They out there trying to be nice to each other knowing it was a misunderstanding. So Rudo tries to crack a smile and oh my god, he said he'd been practicing for a while. Hyped himself up and what is that? Man, this episode had me rolling. Rudo's smile was so terrible it made Zanka mad again. Rudo like, damn, what happened? That was my best smile. Zanka saying, what reality was that a smile? You look like you eat puppies for fun. Okay, how about this one? Dude smiles so bad Zanka start fighting him. Knowing Rudo can use any object as his vital instrument, he just grabs something nearby. Zanka start wailing on him and tell him fight back. So Rudo swing one time at him and Zanka sidesteps. I'm thinking he scraped his face or something like there's blood. Then Zanka wipes his face and sniffs. The man flung poo at him. He picked up a plunger, bro. Zanka say the hell with that. They go on a whole Scooby-Doo infinite door chase. Chased him all around town. Finally got to him and swung that poo stick at him. Boy, you would have thought Zanka died. They cool now. We get introduced to Rio, the red-haired girl at the end of 3. She's also a giver and a part of the cleaners. Got Rudo sprung off one touch. I want to talk about episode 5, so we're going to speed run episode 4 real quick. Episode 4 is Cleaner HQ. Picks up on episode 3. They take Rudo to their base to get introduced. We see a wide range of characters, including Simiyu, the receptionist. That girl chopped a fly in half with a fork. Them people the real deal, man. I don't know if Engine got a thing for her or suspicious of her. Either way, he got his eye on her. Her glasses are her vital instrument. And one thing I wanted to point out up until this point, Rudo says he can't use his powers on command, and Simiyu says the same thing about him. But through these 5 episodes, he always seems to be right on time with it, so I don't know what they on about. I mentioned a wide range of characters, and I meant just that. Look at these. I don't know if we see all of them in action at one point, but they got some pretty cool designs. Engine tried to introduce him to the boss, but he wasn't in, so I wonder who that'll turn out to be later on. Episode 4, Rudo tagged along with Rio on a mission to learn the ropes. Should have been simple, turned into madness quick. They run across a bizarre trash beast. This whole vital instrument concept is cool to me. Her vital instrument is a pair of scissors. So she hacking, slashing this thing again and again. It keeps regenerating. She finally found the weak spot, core, or the source of the beast's power and took it out. What was unique and alarming about it was that it was believed to be getting powered by a vital instrument itself, so that's something to note going forward. Now, as I stated, the end of episode 4 was when things got shook up. A villainous character appeared. He had locks kind of like the trash beast that Rio had just taken out prior. That was the end of 4. Now 5 is what I was waiting to get to, because to me this was the most engaging episode yet. Episode 5 is Raiders. Now in this episode, the plot ramps up tremendously. Somebody called Cleaner HQ and said they had another spherite on hand before a trash beast came and took the person. Spherite being someone of the same place Rudo came from. Apparently they're hot commodities on the ground. Great value. So obviously they jumped all over that opportunity to see another spherite. Get some information for Rudo. Maybe that person knows how to get back. All that good stuff. That mysterious villain guy gets another cutscene. Emphasis on cut, because this damn dude is Freddy Krueger's little cousin apparently. Razor sharp knives on his hand. Just got through torturing the guy for information about Rudo. Don't know what this guy's motive is. When they introduce bad guys, it's like, okay, what gives? What's the problem? Not much info. This guy's a mystery so far. He'll pop back up later this episode. Back to the mission at hand. They get all the way out there and of course it was a setup. Of course, right? One look at the person that made the call and I was like, yeah, we know how this is gonna end. A trap. Set up by the name of the episode, Raiders. Raiders are what you expect. Bandits. Except some of them are givers, so that's what makes it tricky. But like I said, trap. In fact, wasn't even a real person. I should have known that lady wasn't real by how she was pushing a group of full-grown men forward by herself. They fell into a hole, the lady then melted, in come some raiders. They're on the hunt for a spirit of their own, Rudo. A unique battle ensued. You know, most anime, they just line up in front of each other and hash it out. This scene in particular, they used the whole setting in a quick battle. I know it's not reinventing the wheel, but I enjoyed the aspect. We got to see Zanka in action this episode. The bandit giver here makes mud monsters, like shadow clones, for a quick reference. She had a helper with her and he was blended in with the mud dummies, popping out from time to time, putting hands and feet on Zanka. The battle rolled on and Zanka finally debunked it. He found that her shovel was the vital instrument and that the guy wasn't a giver at all. He was just the muscle. This battle gave me a strong trickery feeling of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure with the stands. That's the vibe I got. So he figured them out, then put the beats on. It was actually one blow to both, but the way they went down, they probably ain't never took a hit before. But as soon as Zanka said, that's it? That's all it took? Freddy Krueger's cousin popped up on him and said, you'll be just as easy. Where the hell he come from? Zanka shook, I'm shook. That's where the episode cut out at. This is turning into something I can get into. 5 episodes in, 6 in a couple days. I don't know if the series is going to be multiple seasons or one, but it's unique enough to go on, I believe. This mystery guy poses an immediate and immense threat. Is that blade glove his vital instrument? Is he even a giver? Did he have anything to do with the beast Rio fought? Do those raiders work for him? Everybody wants Rudo, including him. Well, he was so fascinated with him. Still don't know who the cleaner's boss is. You see all this stuff going on? All the directions and questions that emerge? Like all this side stuff popping up, but the main thing for Rudo still is getting back to the top side where he dropped from. They have something here. They got an opportunity to do something special with this show. It's entertaining. I'm not saying generational or anime of the year, but it can be something. Hell, I forgot all about the masked dude that killed Recto and took the book. Like, it's so much. So many different storylines. Spear side, ground side. How does it all tie together? I've talked enough. That was Gachiakuta episodes 3 through 5. I'm enjoying it if you couldn't tell. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment for me down below. Get the conversation going. Let me know how you feeling about it. Super excited for the next episode. Hopefully I'll get that one out soon. Subscribe right now so you don't miss these when they drop. Thanks for watching and I'll catch you in the next one. Holla!
Long crazy, I'm all out of space, I'm touching satellites. Underrated, but it won't be long, I'm about to up the price. Sooner or later, for this life we live in, most stuff we die for. Oh no, I cannot give in, I came alive for. I'll drive you crazy in the day, but I won't play this time. Looking in my eyes, what's my motive? I don't know if I'm destined.